28th, 2020, coming to you live from South Lake Tahoe. This is your host, Stingle.
Good night and good evening, South Lake Tahoe. Today I have a sorrowful newscast for you because my grandma's passed away. So the news must go on. So we don't want to keep State Line Steve waiting. He's out back waiting to come on scene. He has a new education program online for students who are homeschooling to learn math. State Line Steve is teaching math through gambling. Also on dock for tonight, we have our newest segment, Travel and Leisure, followed by a quick interview with a woman named Doris who is currently at home making non-surgical masks for doctors and nurses fighting the coronavirus. Let's go ahead and give a warm round of applause for State Line Steve, who is attempting to teach youngsters homeschooling about math through gambling. Here he is. State Line Steve, everybody.
Love is like candy on a shelf. How you doing, Dom? Gonna help yourself. All right. Hey, the sweetest things are gonna do.
State Line
Blessed
Steve,
to see you.
can you tell us about your new online education program for children to learn math at home through gambling?
Absolutely, doll. So just for all you little kids out there, we know a lot of you have been sitting in homeschool recently, but we got a new program. State Line Steve here has got a little camp for kids who need a little help learning about math. Luckily, what we're very good at in State Line, Nevada, is teaching basic math skills that's going to help your little kids out for the rest of their lives. And the way that we do that, doll, is we do it through gambling. Simple dice games, simple card games can teach your kids all they're ever going to need to know about math.
State Line Steve, I know you're speaking of math, but do you really mean to teach these children about statistics?
Absolutely. Everything you could ever need to know about statistics or math, you learn through gambling. For example, what are we going to do here when we got an 11, when you're holding an 11 versus the dealer holding anything less than a 9 in blackjack? Can you tell me?
You're gonna double down, Steve.
Double down, see? This girl's smart. She doesn't need to go to school, but a lot of you little kids out there, especially those under 10, if they're sitting at a blackjack table, they ain't going to know to double down, and that's going to have very serious consequences when they come to visit State Line later on in their adult lives. So we're really trying to make sure they don't embarrass themselves at the blackjack, craps, or poker table later on in life. So that's all about it, kids. If you want to come learn a little bit of real-world math with me, State Line Steve, instead of listening to your teacher drone at home on the computer, sign up for State Line Steve's Math Camp for Kids.
Thank you, State Line Steve. I hope this math camp for kids brings an education opportunity that otherwise wouldn't be available and a nice relaxation break for moms at home who are trying to teach 5th grade math and don't remember shit. Thanks, State Line Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to put a little note out there. This is especially for the less than privileged kids out there because, really the only way to make it in this great city of State Line in the great state of Nevada, these little underprivileged kids, the only way you're going to make it if you learn how to hustle a little bit, kids. You learn how to hustle. It doesn't matter how young you are. I hit the first craps table when I was 7 years old, folks. That's the only way you're going to make it in this great state of Nevada. So come, sign up. State Line Steve's Math Camp for Kids. Get on it now. $150 a week. It'll be the best money you ever spent. Thank you, doll, and I'm sorry about your grandmother.
Thanks, State Line Steve. State Line Steve here to online educate the future degenerates of America. Thank you very much, State Line Steve. Next up, I have a travel and leisure segment. It's looking like there's a change in the bathroom habits of the average American. Bathroom life in America is changing. Here we take a close look at pooping at home. It seems as though at-home poopers, home from work, working from home, are no longer concerned about their shoe choice and their shoes being recognized by other office members while pooping in the office bathroom. Also, people are spending less time pooping and taking fewer poops per day. Could this be because those workers are no longer being paid to poop in the office? And lastly, plumbers are being called to homes to install urinals. Sharp rise in the installation of urinals in the American home. It seems to be, as reported by plumbers, that wives are calling in, reporting that their husbands are peeing in the sinks. It seems as though men miss peeing in urinals and miss peeing near other men. If this is you, if this is a situation you found yourself in, please visit the website www.peewithafriend.com. And here we have Tony. Tony is going to use the Pee with a Friend.
Hey.
Let's see how it works.
Hey, Greg, you got to take a pee? Oh, perfect. Let me get Sam in on this. Hey, Sam, you got to take a pee? Oh, perfect. I miss peeing with you so much. Wait, let me get Mikey on this. Hey, Mikey, you want to pee? Oh, perfect. I miss peeing with you too. Thank you. Let's all go to www.peewithafriend.com. We can all piss together. Oh, perfect. This is going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. All right, everybody, you ready? All right. On 3, here we go. It's just like old times.
There's not a urinal there, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Take it to the bathroom. All right, a little plug there for www.peewithafriend.com for all you men out there who miss peeing in urinals, are ending up peeing in the kitchen sink, and aren't able to compare your stream to the man next to you. Lastly, for you tonight, we have a segment where we will be interviewing a World War II seamstress who has busied herself making non-surgical masks at home out of cotton materials on her home sewing machine. Ladies and gentlemen, Doris, she is a bit confused. I do believe she thinks she is making non-surgical masks to fight polio. But we are not correcting her and encouraging any other women at home with dementia to use their sewing machines to make non-surgical masks at home to fight the coronavirus. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Doris. Doris, can you show us what you've been working on, the mask that you've been making at home?
Hello. What is that thing you're pointing at me? Keep that thing away from me.
Doris, can you show me the non-surgical mask you've been making at home?
Absolutely. These surgical masks here are very important for the World War II effort. We're trying to save all the warriors out there fighting off the Nazis and those Japanese folks. We're making these because they're at great risk of getting polio still. Don't you ever forget that polio can kill you even in the war field. Now, honey, why is that thing pointing at me? I don't like looking at myself in this weird mirror thing.
Doris, can you tell me a little bit more about your motivation and Franklin Delano Roosevelt's role in this home mask making situation?
FDR, our greatest president. I love FDR still. He suffers greatly from childhood polio. And as far as we know today, there's still no cure for polio. So we're creating this surgical mask that just in case they're floating out there, the polio is in the air. We don't know if it's in the water or in the air. You got to have these on. And so I'm making these for our great boys who are fighting out in the field. Now, why is a woman asking me questions? Where's Walter Cronkite?
I'm sorry that historic news anchor Walter Cronkite was unable to be here tonight.
Historic? What are you talking about? Bring back Walter. I want to see Walter. I know he's back there.
Can you tell me your greatest concerns with the polio virus and how you feel personally about infantile poliomyelitis?
Infantile myelitis? My God, what are you talking about, darling? I know nothing of such a thing. I know about polio, though.
Doris, I'd like to thank you for making non-surgical masks to fight the polio virus.
I don't thank you. Where's Walter?
Walter Cronkite passed away.
Where's Walter? You're a terrible interviewer, darling. Where's Walter?
Doris, thank you for being here tonight.
I don't thank you at one bit. Don't think you are. Where's Walter?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was
Where's
Doris, a home World War II seamstress who was confused while making masks to fight the poliomyelitis virus.
Hey,
Although,
polio is very important.
Thank you, Doris.
Don't know where it comes from yet. You can never be too careful.
Although she is confused, we are not correcting Doris because we actually do need homemade non-surgical masks for doctors and nurses fighting the coronavirus. For all of you demented seniors at home, please continue making non-surgical masks for the polio virus. And with that, it wraps up our news for tonight. I would like to give a warm hug, thank you, and love to my grandmother who passed away this evening. And I hope that all of you at home are finding ways to stay happy and stay healthy. With that, this is the news from South Lake Tahoe. Thank you and good night.